I ain't gonna beat myself up over it. It's life. It's part of the game. And shit, I made all the tough catches there, and then the easy one I had, I dropped. It is what it is. Trust the game.
It ain't no doggone tomorrow, fellas. What are you gonna bring to the doggone church? Are you gonna bust somebody in their mouth? Are you gonna do your doggone job? Are you gonna pray from your doggone chest? Are you gonna pray from your heart and get everything you doggone got? Cause I'ma do that.
Take every one of us, everybody in this locker room, collective mindset. It did take everybody, all right? Congrats on number 10, man. Hey, man. Heavy hitters now live here. Hey! I got a game ball to the first coach in his first season to get 10 wins in franchise history.
I just dropped the ball. I mean, I ain't gonna beat myself up over it. It's life. It's part of the game. And shit, I made all the tough catches there, and then the easy one I had, I dropped. It is what it is. Trust the game. Ain't nobody else fault but mine.
You able to move on from this and obviously not let it weigh down on your shoulders too much?
That game over with. Ain't nothing I can do about it now.
Was it one of those where you just looked it in, or you?
I just dropped the ball.
Okay.
Ain't no teaching on it. Just catch the ball. It's simple.
Do you like that in that moment they go to you?
Yeah, for sure. I was calling for it, and when they put it in my hands, I got to make the guy play.
Devonta, how did things change for you guys after Jalen was injured?
I mean, we just going out there just playing our game. Going out there just executing, no matter who's in the quarterback. We all have to go out there and execute at high level. So when he came in, it didn't change our thought process as the receivers. We still got to go out there and win on our routes.
Devonta, how did you think Kenny Pickett fared today?
He played good. He played good. I think he settled in well. I think he made the right reads and things like that. Just unfortunate I didn't make the last play.
Obviously, you guys don't get a ton of time with Kenny. Where do you think that rapport is?
Just continue to do it. Continue to get those reps and things like that. It's tough when you don't get them, but I mean, we're professionals. We're expected to go out there and get it done no matter what the circumstances are.
What was Nick's message in the locker room? Everything's kind of still in front of you. Was it bad? Or?
We didn't play our ball. I mean, we shot ourselves in the foot, a lot of penalties and things like that. And at the end of the day, we still had a chance to win.
Have you gotten a chance to talk to Jalen?
Nah.
No. Thank you, Devonta.
Thank you.
You guys knew it was going to be a tough game, division matchup in December. What do you think were some of the biggest contributors to not coming out on top today?
Self-inflicted. A lot of those today. It was at times we can keep our emotion. I'm talking about on offense. I don't know what happened on defense, but just self-inflicted.
Why do you think that was?
Intensity of the game. When you getting challenged and somebody, talking they talk, hitting you after the play, you gonna fire back. I would want you to fire back. I don't want you to just get hit on and stay, be bullied. But we just got to do it within the rules and within the play. So that's all.
What changed when Jalen went out and Kenny came in?
They're two different players. Kenny was just trying to get situated and get his feet up on him. He hasn't played all year. you know, and I just think it was just a little different, but he was just trying to calm down and get comfortable, and he did at times, and sometimes he got rattled. You know, there's a lot going on. There was pressuring him a lot, you know, changing looks up, you know, and I feel like he did well. I feel like he did well to handle everything, you know, not playing a single game in the most intense game, and they throwing everything at you. So
We talked about the difficulty of the quarterback coming in kind of cold, but what's it like for you guys catching a guy you never catch? When you catch in practice?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little different because you're on the fly. You're on the fly, and you got to make the moment count, you know, and you know, so that's about it.
Did you find they were like trying to take away Saquon even more than
Yeah, of course, yeah. They was trying to stop the run, you know. Saquon got going really, really early, and they started loading the box and, you know, forced us to throw the ball and went out one-on-ones on the outside. So.
AJ, what do you think clicked early when Kenny came in? You had those 3 completions, were able to finish that second drive.
On the
You don't
score?
get it- Yeah, Kenny, that first
Yeah.
quarter drive, you were able to catch those 3 passes,
Yeah.
finish it because you don't have a lot of time with them. How did that connect well so early?
I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to all the quarterbacks, honestly. You know, just trying to get an understanding of how he may see it. And I used to like sit by Kenny and talk to Kenny about the game. So when we came in the game, we were just really just trying to get on the same page. And then when we practice, we continue to talk. You know, just not like I'm just talking to one all the time. You know, I try to talk to all my QBs.
You mentioned a lot of self-inflicted wounds. Obviously, there's no moral victory, but I'm assuming when you guys kind of look back on this, you'll still be confident that you can go out and do the things that you guys do to get wins all season.
Absolutely. That was one of the things I just said to the team. Nobody's in here better not lose no confidence. You know, you don't let hard times humble you. It's not even a hard time. This is stuff you can control. Life happens, and you're not gonna get everything you want. You know, and good thing we have another opportunity in front of us. Yes, you can let it fuel you. To me, I don't. You know, me personally, you know, when the game is over, it's over. Even win or lose. So I mean, I'm not attached to it with the emotion. You know, what fulfills me is the matchup and me competing at a high level. So
You had a nice moment with McLaurin after the game, got both over 1,000 yards today. How fun is it just competing against other wide receivers in this league?
I got a lot of love and respect for him.
First time being out there in regular game action in a while. Certainly it's a different situation, you know, with Jalen going down. How would you assess the way he played?
I have to go back and watch it, but there's definitely plays that I want back. I know that we want back as a team. You know, you have to give credit to them. They played really hard as well. It came down to the wire, but there's things that, you know, changes games, you know, long before you get to the end of the game, you know. So it's, you know, we got to kind of go back and look at those and see what we all can improve on and move on.
After you went to AJ a lot to start after the interception, how did you recoup? Did you all speak on the sideline? Obviously, all get much time on the field like that.
Yeah, I felt really good with seeing everything. Honestly, it was a good play by Ford, man. He took 2 steps out to the flat. I thought he was taking Grant. He ended up falling off and dropping underneath the stick. So, you know, he had a good play. I just wanted to get back into rhythm, you know, find completions, distribute the ball to our guys who are so talented everywhere. So that was really my main focus.
Sounds like you got X-rayed after the game. Everything good?
Yeah, we're gonna do some more tests I think tomorrow. We'll see.
What's the main area of concern?
Ribs.
What's it like trying to go through a game like that when you don't have the snaps during the week?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. You don't get any physical snaps. I just try to do the best I can. You know, mentally locked into the game plan, understanding the checks, you know, and how these guys run routes because I don't get a chance to throw it to them. So I try to pay attention as much as I can, you know, and then just go out there and let it loose and you know, throw the ball. So I just try to, you know, channel as much as I could from the preparation standpoint when I got out there. And at the end of the day, you just got to go play.
How much are you talking to like AJ and Devonta? You know, whether it's in the huddle or like on the sidelines, just kind of help you.
Yeah, we were talking after every series. Honestly, we were coming up with some things on the fly, some things that they've done with Jalen before that I wasn't aware of. Trying to play catch up in certain you know, parts of the game, and just making sure we communicate really well. And those guys are awesome at it. You know, they've been doing this for a long time, so it was really cool to get out there, have an opportunity to play with them. You know, like I said though, you know, missed some. always wish you'd have those back. But I think if we learn from it as a team, we'll move on next week.
Obviously, you want to win the game, but how valuable do you think just getting these reps today with the first team offense could be in the future if you do have to go in another time?
Yeah, it's hard to look at it like that right now. I'm honestly just sitting here just pissed off, man. Wanted to win that one bad, point blank. So it's there. Any reps you get are valuable. Practice, game, whatever it is, because you don't get many of them. Being the two. So I just want to take advantage of everything I can get, and hopefully these guys feel like they can rely on me. If I have to go in there again.
When did the rib injury happen?
When I shoveled it, they thought it was a fumble. I kind of landed on a guy, just awkwardly.
So that sequence where maybe Tanner was going to go in and then you ran back out, what was it like pushing through and being able to finish the game?
Yeah, I've done it before. Things like that happen in a game. It's just kind of, gather yourself, focus on the next play. Channel all the energy towards that, and you'll be fine.
Did you notice like they were trying to take away Saquon, especially like after Jalen left?
Yeah, they threw some different looks at us. I thought they did a really good job of that. I think being on the road, I think communication is going to be the next step for us. Continuing to grow. Being my first time in there was working with these guys and understanding how the communication works with the silent count and the points and all that stuff. It just something that I never got to do with these guys. So now that I've had those reps and the work, it'll benefit me moving forward.
Just saying things to devonta after the third down drop.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we wouldn't be in the position of that game without him, to begin with. He's an unbelievable player. He knows that we're going to throw him the football, AJ, no matter what. There's not an ounce of confidence lost in 6. So.
Was the zone read game still on the table with you?
Yeah, it was on the table. We had some of it. That's something that first time Kellen's had to call the game with me in there. So we're all. It was the first time for everybody really working together in this kind of environment. So listen, like I said, to the Commanders, you got to tip your cap. They played hard. We played hard. At the end of the day, we lost. So we got to fix some things and move on.
On the third down scramble, did they explain why they picked up the flag?
Which one?
On
I didn't hear it. I mean, I honestly didn't think it was a no-brainer. I thought I got down in time. I felt like I didn't push the envelope in terms of going down late. But that's the way the call went, and that's the game. That's how they decided to go with it, and that's fine.
Overall, was this a confidence-boosting performance for you?
Like I said, I'm focused just on the outcome. It's hard to look at that right now. I'm just sitting here, just frustrated, man. Wanting to get that one for our team. So we gotta learn from it and move on.
What's your approach these next 72 hours? I guess while you wait on Jalen's status.
Yeah, I mean, I try to prepare like the starter every week. So if something like this does happen, I go in there and I can give myself the best chance to play good football to help us win. So I'm going to have the same routine that I've always had. That's the good news of trying to be prepared as much as possible. I don't have to change much. If anything, I'll just get more reps in practice. That's about the only thing that will change for me.
Are you worried about your status?
No, I'm not worried about mine.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Zach, Terry, the guys everybody kind of expects to go to in that situation. I know you hit that in practice, and I just wonder how you trust that it's there. If I just let Jameson run the route, it's there.
Yeah, I think, like I say, that stuff goes to practice. Me and him being on the same page and talking through stuff, and that moment, you never know when those moments might show up. In the game situation, gotta have it. And I seen it. He seen the same thing, and I just put the ball in the area. And he made the grab.
AJ, 10-win season. This game went backwards and forwards. How much fun was it to play in a game of this magnitude?
I think you live for these type of moments. You got those guys that came in on the win streak they were on. They were hot, and they're a very good team, rightfully so. Good offense, good defense, all around well-prepared team, and you want to go out there, see where you match, and you match up against those type of guys.
Jen, what's possible for this team?
I don't know. Sky's the limit. I think you just keep taking it week by week. Thank y'all.
Kind of saw it pre-snap that they were going to switch release, and it's just a really good throwing ball, and got behind us. You know, at the end of the day, you can point fingers at me if anybody's going to point fingers. Got to get everybody lined up and just communicate it better. So.
How much did the defense change without CJ out there?
Nothing changed. Nothing's going to change regardless. We're all in the same meetings. We all ask the same questions, and I thought Tristan did a really good job. You know, just when he went out, when CD went out, just went up to Tristan and said, "Hey, don't think, just play. You know, just have fun with it." So I thought he did a really good job.
Did he say anything to you guys after the second ejection or second
Who?
penalty? CJ.
Did he say anything?
Yeah, did he say anything to you guys about?
I mean, I'm not going to get it into detail. I didn't know. I'm going to have his back. He didn't say anything at all. I mean, I was right there. But, you know, when you're on the hot spot, I mean, things happen. But at the end of the day, I had my dudes back. And next man up, you know, whatever happens. So.
Just in, like, the recent success you've been having, how do you kind of take this as a one game, for instance, or how do you retain kind of what's happened today?
You know, you lose all the time. You know, NFL is hard game to win in. So, you know, well, we got an L today. You know, they played their ass off. They did what they needed to do to win. And what we got to do is just move on to next week and focus on the Cowboys.
You normally defend long fields, you know, not giving up explosive plays. Just in this game, what happened?
Sure, they executed it. They drafted a 5-star QB. You know, that boy Jalen, really talented. And he showed it today, and he did what he needed to do to get the team the dub.
How difficult is it for a defense when he's able to kind of scramble and make some of those plays on his own?
You said that again, my bad.
How difficult is it as a defense when a quarterback like that starts to scramble and make those plays on his own?
Oh, yeah, it's very difficult. You know, I feel like the league is changing with the quarterbacks. It ain't no more too many sitting in the pocket. It's more of a, you know, that everybody's looking for a quarterback that can scramble. And, you know, they got one. He's a very good scrambler. Been doing this since college, and he showed it today. He got me one time.
How did the defense, what was the move once CJ left the game?
Oh, next man up. You know, that's a move for everybody, any position. Just like how quarterback was, Kenny was the next man up. We all believed in him, and I think he played a hell of a game. And you know, we didn't come out with a dub, but I'll give my props to Kenny.
That ended up being a pretty chippy game. How do you make sure you guys stay on the right side of things when it is chippy?
You know, just don't get no penalties. You know, that's it. You know, we can't control the penalties. We can't control what the refs see because it's 22 people on the field. They looking at everybody, looking at this and that, but you just got to stay calm, stay composed out there, and move on to the next play. Yes, sir.
Did you see CJ after the game, and what was?
Oh yeah, I said, bro, you good, bro. Like, it's football, bro. Like, I don't know. That's pretty much it. Ain't really nothing too much to say. You know, we just got to move on next week. I'm not for to bring up old stuff like, hey, you shouldn't did this, shouldn't have did that. Nah, you just move on. Yes, sir.
What's your frustration level with your chance to clinch the division today, have the lead, and quite be able to finish it out?
You said, huh?
Any frustration level associated with that, having the lead, chance to clinch the division, and not quite able to finish
A little
it out?
Frustrated? Nah, I ain't frustrated at all, man. We're moving on to next week. Just like how it been in college, you know, when you get to the playoffs, the record is 0-0. Just win and go home then. But we ain't worried about playoffs right now. We got the Cowboys coming up. That's what we worried about. That's it. Yes, sir. That's a big game.
Couple more. You and CJ play.
I'll get you next, my bad.
You and CJ are two guys that play with a lot of fire. So how do you know how far you can take it? You know, where the line is between playing with fire and making sure you don't get penalties.
When that flag on the air, that's how I know how far you could take it. When that flag on the air, that means you probably went overboard, and the refs believe that was a flag right there, and you just got to calm it down. Can't get another one, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Last one.
Going back to the unnecessary penalty, what was going through your mind in that moment?
Oh, mine?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know. I guess they said that, it's a very intense game, so they just decided to call that. I can't do nothing. I can't reverse time or nothing. I just got to go on to the next play. I think we got to fumble that job, too, so I don't really think it affected us that much, even though they got a first down off of it, I think. But, yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Jen.
Yep. We all know we wanted that one. We know we got to play better. We got to do better. We're doing a lot of uncharacteristic things as far as penalties and certain things that was going on out there. So we know we got to play better. But we're going to use this to build on it. We preach. It's time to practice what we preach now as far as continue to get better. The way we handle adversity, this is adversity. So how we handle it and how we grow from it, and not only handle it but get better from it, is going to be a testament to this team, the players, and the coaches.
Did you see what happened? Did you see what happened with CJ's second unsportsmanlike call?
I did not. I was walking off. What happened?
You guys have defended all the fields a lot this year.
Yeah.
Those 3 long drives, what went into those? Do you think?
I mean, it was they credit to that team. They made some plays. We did make some plays. Sometimes we had to stop them. I mean, we had them on the 4th and 10 plus. Quarterback got out of there, ran. There's a lot of things we had to do. We had to stop them. We had them in 2nd and long, and then we gave them a first down from the penalty. Little things like that. So we just gotta make sure we do better. And I mean, do better. Do what we do. Not say do better, but just do what we do. What we've been doing.
It seems like there were plays that you feel like are given away, but y'all were in position.
I mean, I gotta watch the film. Of course, there was a couple plays that went like that, but for the most part, I mean, they a good team. They made some plays. We knew they was gonna make some plays. We knew it was gonna be a battle. But we know we gotta play better. We know we gotta execute better.
In a game that's really chippy like that, what's the key to making sure that it doesn't go over the line?
Oh man, if you ask me, we went a little bit too far over the line. As soon as we started getting penalties, start affecting drives and things like that. So the thing is, we know it's chippy. It's a division game. It's the top of the division game being this year, late in December. So we knew it would get chippy. We knew what kind of game it was going to be. We just got to kind of keep our composure as a team and as players.
How does the dynamic of the game change when Jalen exits?
I mean, that's an offensive thing. On defense, we just be ready when our number called. When every time we go out there, if it's out to a score, if it, or whatever for them. So as a defense, we just kind of focus on what we got to do, and that's not letting the other team score points. So we got to do better at that.
There are a lot of penalties that I guess were seemingly in your control between the unnecessary roughness penalties, unsportsmanlike penalties, too many men penalties.
Exactly.
How do you not cross the border into being undisciplined and making sure you don't push those things too far?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't seen that from us all year. So for you to see it this game, we kind of know what the problems were and what we got to get better at. So. And just that's it. You know, we know we can't have 12 men on the field. We know we can't get the personal fouls and little knick-knack penalties like that. It's like we just giving them yards. We shooting ourselves in the foot, so to speak.
Accountability is a big part of y'all's team. How do you think tomorrow's going to go?
We're gonna go exactly how you think it's gonna go. Like you said, accountability is a big part of our team. People gonna hold each other accountable, and people gonna hold themselves accountable everywhere, from the top to the bottom. Not just from the players, but coaches and everybody too.
You guys have been so good all year stopping those long drives. What do you think happened on some of those today?
Some of it was self-inflicted penalties. We did a lot of stuff that hurt us today on the defensive side. Some miscommunications and stuff. Things we got to clean up, going forward.
How do you view that stuff? Because obviously you haven't done that for most of the year. Is it easily corrected?
Yeah, we just got to go back to practice and fix those things. When we're in those positions in practice, communicate, talk through things in the meeting room too. We got to talk through those things, and the biggest thing is, just the penalties against us. We just got to be better in that aspect. Not give them free yards.
It's obviously kind of a chippy game. You're trying to play on a line. How do you make sure that as a team you don't go over it a few times?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know, you just got to keep her cool. Obviously, I guess we crossed that line more than they did, I guess. So it's basically just keep our cool.
Did you see what happened on CJ's second one?
No, I didn't. I was I think that was after the fumble recovery. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't see what happened. No.
The fumbles you guys forced, though, you finally got your first one. What was going right there?
Yeah, just us attacking the ball. Attacking the ball when we had the chance. When guys are held up in a pile, trying to take a shot at the ball, get it out. Or just punching the ball in our tackles. I thought we did a good job of taking the ball away today. Yeah.
Cooper, from your vantage point, anything Jane Daniels adjusted from the first time you guys played?
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, he played well. He played really well. You know, we just gotta. I mean, I'd have to watch the tape back again. You know, but he played well. Credit to them. You know, they played well as a unit on offense.
As a rookie playing in these high intensity, high motion games, what do you kind of learn from that? That's going to help you later on and into these playoffs.
Yeah, you just gotta. You know, there's going to be highs and lows in the game. You gotta stay even keeled throughout the whole game. You know, you can't get too high, can't get too low. When things aren't going your way, you gotta find a way to go out there and put your foot down and get a stop on defense. You know, when things are going your way, you just gotta keep rolling, keep the momentum going. You know, out there on defense.
Thank you. Thanks. The points matter rather than me take a risk, so kind of didn't throw it and just try to play smart football and take the points.
Once Jalen exits the game, does the way you play offense change in terms of you have a lead at that point, protecting the lead?
If he's our starting quarterback. I mean, everything that we do is kind of and what he's able to do. The reason why we've been super successful. But at the end of the day, Kenny came in and did a really good job. We just didn't get the job done. You know, there's one player here, one player there. That's football. It'll be a whole different conversation. So obviously, yes, you know, losing Jalen definitely hurt us, but I don't believe in moral victories. But definitely want to give a shout out to Kenny. I think he did a really good job coming in, handling the situation, and put us in a position to win a football game.
How differently did they play you after Jalen's injury?
They were kind of loading the box. We get it each week. The dynamic of Jalen definitely helps, though. But it kind of, in our situation, a lot of things that we do in our run game is designed with Jalen. So if it's kind of hard to continue to run the same stuff when he's not in there. So we had to adjust. They did a really good job. We just didn't make the plays that we needed to play, that we needed to make.
On your long touchdown run, what looks did the defense give you that you were able to break that one?
We blocked it up perfect. I think literally perfect. I don't think you could block up any better than that. I think I did a really good job of trying to be patient on the play, and following CJ and reading his block, and I was able to get inside, and I tried to just get vertical and use my speed, and we were able to do that.
You obviously had this drop earlier this year that was in a kind of a similar situation to Devonta. Any words for him about just moving past it?
I don't need to get words for Smitty. Smitty's a hell of a player. Again, it's you as athletes and wanting to be great. He's probably going to try to put the responsibility on himself, and even in that moment I was in the lane, I put the responsibility on myself. But in reality, it's a team game, and there's a lot of plays that every single body could have made, whether it's offense, whether it's defense, whether it's special team, and he knows we got his bag. And we're going to just move on and get ready for Dallas and finish the season off strong.
Thank you, man.
They don't respect us. They don't know about our heart, man. That thing that's beating your doggone chest right now. Whatever you got to